The absolute one is here.
I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance. The tribal chief is head and shoulders above everybody.
Hey guys, this is Toxic Ring Scandal, aka KDH. It's the locker room here. We'll talk about why Ricky Starks in NXT is a huge game changer. Ricky Starks' NXT arrival shakes things up. Let's get the lights as we come to the locker room. We gonna air some dirty laundry on this one. All in all for AEW is
Now you see now, you lift up, you know that, don't you?
news. Now we're gonna talk about him. The current news is Ricky Starks now work for WWE, and I believe others will follow him from AEW to WWE. Now, Ricky Starks, we know, like I said earlier, was formerly with AEW. He's no longer with them. Now he's with NXT. He literally showed up the day after. He did not waste any time at all. You know, he is one of the 3 people that was recently announced that they was no longer on the roster page, as I said before. If you guys remember, I'll bring it up again. It was Ricky Starks, it was Miro or Rusev, and also Malachi or Aleister Black. So he's the first one that was from this list of men being released to already arrive in WWE. I know Miro and Aleister was already with WWE. I'm talking about current present day today, you know. So Ricky Starks, I think he's going to do great. And NXT, I can see him going for the North American Championship. He can develop a program. You know, if not the North American title right away, definitely go after the NXT Heritage Cup. He go after Lexis King, build a story with that. Then later on, a North American Championship, and later just go after, I would say, the NXT Championship. Definitely go after NXT Championship. I can see that happening. Going after that title. So he could do that too. Ricky has charisma. He's good on the mic. He looks like a younger version of The Rock, as stated. And I really think that AEW dropped the ball with him. You know, I really think they did. But the thing about it is, when it comes down to it, Ricky Stark is another product of AEW losing a great talent. And then, he talked about the interview with Chris Van Fleet where he talked about how he wasn't on TV. I heard it was because of he did not agree with creative. He didn't agree with how his character was used. Basically, long story short, rumors of how he was pretty much going to job out. He wasn't going to help him. He wasn't going to get pushed. He was going to lose in defeat but look bad. He didn't agree with the direction of his character. And, Ricky Starks is not dumb. He's actually bright. He knows the business. He's been wrestling for 13 years. And I know, like I said before, he's friends with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. You know, he went to WrestleMania 40 with Cody Rhodes. But I know that there's a reaction here on Busted Open Radio. They did talk about of him being on NXT. And this is Dave LaGreca and Thunder Rosa, who's still with AEW. They talk about actually.
Known Ricky even before NWA. We hit the pavement and the roads in Texas, California, where else? Anywhere we could go. He's one of the most hungriest individuals I ever met. I mean, intellectually, physically, and his career. He's extremely passionate about everything he does, his promos, like the way that he carries himself. And he takes that very, very to heart. And I think now that he, from NWA, then everything that happened during the pandemic, that we were not making absolutely zero money, he had a great opportunity coming to AEW, doing something that he did in NWA, which was to put himself over in a way where, with his charisma, his abilities in the microphone, and his abilities in the ring, put him there, and he worked extremely hard to get to the top at AEW. Now, I honestly didn't even know whatever came out on the dirt sheets in terms of that he was done with AEW was real. I don't believe the dirt sheets. So when I saw the news, I was like, I don't believe it until I see it official. And I was in the airport waiting for my Hulu to upload because I was in Tijuana and it was 2 hours behind. And I was on the phone with someone and they were like, oh my God, Ricky is on TV on NXT. And I said, wait, what? I was completely surprised. Completely surprised. He took it completely by surprise. He cut the promo and I was like, well, you know, he's there. So as a friend, I am happy. He seems to be happy, and I just wish him the best. Honestly, for me it was a pleasure to work with him in AEW. I share a lot of wisdom with him in terms of savoring the moment. Anything that we get at any moment on TV, it is important for our careers. And when we are on top, we always have to think and be thankful for that moment because we never know what's going to happen in the future. And that's one of the things that I told him when he was like doing this stuff with CM Punk, when he was being a tag team champion, like all the cool stuff. When I was injured and I was calling his matches, I really enjoy his presence in the ring. And I really feel like I'm happy as my friend. If he's happy, I'm happy. Right. And this is not tribalism or anything. And I'm glad things worked out for him. And I just wish him nothing.
Now that was Thunder Rosa speaking on Buster Open Radio about finding out about Ricky Starks going to NXT. Like I said, it was a shocker not just to us, but to her as well. She worked with Ricky, not just in AEW, but she worked with NWA. I didn't even know. I forgot she was in NWA at the same time Ricky was there. So she says she's happy for him. She's happy that he's doing well, you know, wish him well. And she says he's hungry and he's a hard worker. So we're going to see that in NXT. Thunder Rosa, I know she hasn't been on TV like she used to be. I know she's down on the card. Now, she's still shown on Collision for the most part, not so much on Dynamite, but she's nowhere near like she was. She's a former AEW Women's World Champion. So I don't know what her contract details are, but I do know that, you know, people are talking about Ricky Starks showing up at NXT. Now, he did an interview a while back, like I said before. He talked about why he was off television with AEW. His last match before being off TV up until now was back in March of last year, almost a year ago. But I do know he spoke about it, and he talked about what was going on, or not going on, I should say.
Things at now. We haven't seen you in AEW since March. Oh, there's another step.
Yeah, no. March was my last match. I've been home. I've been healthy. Never was injured. I did have a stinger. I got a stinger in that match against Top Flight in March. And I got immediately checked out and everything was fine. But I was just, concerned at the time. And so that happened. And then I was just home. And that's kind of, where it's been at. I've just been home. And it's a mind fuck because, I'm in my prime. And it sucks when you're on such a momentum, riding the wave and doing work and doing stuff. And then to just be at home for so long, you're kind of like, whoa. It throws it off, You
don't want to be at home.
No, I'm not. I am not meant to be at home. I'm not meant to be a homebody. In this current phase in my life, I'm not meant to be just chilling at home, and doing not the thing that I've been busting my ass to do for the past 13 years.
So are you still under contract with AEW?
Yeah.
But you're just not being used? But you'd like to be used. You want to wrestle. What's going on?
Beats me. I could have 1,000 theories about what's really going on. The fact of the matter is that if I don't have a definitive answer, I can't just make up an answer for people and just assume. You know what I'm saying? Would I love to know the exact reason? For sure. Do I have speculations about why? Absolutely. But that does nothing to speak on things that I speculate does nothing for the situation, right? So I think it's just a matter of it sucks. You know, it's been a very cold day here in Austin. It's been a very cold day. It may have been cold for the past 9 months. I'm not sure. But thankfully, I have a sweater and I'm always ready to keep the warmth going, you know?
All right, that's Ricky Starks speaking on Chris Van Fleet. Now, this interview was a couple months ago. He talked about why he really didn't speak on because he was still under contract, for legal reasons. He was off TV. I knew he could not wait to wait till that contract was up, which we are where we are right now, and you could tell that he was very displeased with how his book has been. But in case you guys didn't know, he has history with WWE. If you look here with Ricky Starks, he was in the first picture. He was a jobber, the guy in the blue trunks, a jobber to Jinder Mahal. He was the guy bullied backstage with Ryback. He was also security, in a segment with Roman Reigns, the big dog, not the tribal chief. And then you see his NWA run. And then you look right there. He looked like a Young Rock right there. Former AEW Tag Team Championship and current Defy champion. So he's been in WWE before, but as a jobber or a security guy. So he has some kind of history there. So Ricky, I think he's going to do extremely well. I never heard him get any trouble with AEW except for, with the booking. I think he'll do just fine. That I do expect. So you guys let me know what you think about Ricky Starks. Now he's arrived at NXT. And it's a good move for WWE. Is it WWE's gain and AEW's loss, or AEW's gain and WWE's loss? You guys let me know what you think. I personally think it's WWE's gain all day because they know how to make stars out of people. We've seen that. Look at Ethan Page, for example. He's done great. He's doing his thing, and NXT, been NXT champion. And no offense to Ethan Page, Ricky Starks is better than Ethan Page. Character all around. So they can do that with Ethan. I can only imagine what they're going to do with Ricky Starks. So with that being said, that's the current news. All right, those are the reasons I have for why Ricky Starks in NXT is a huge game changer. We're talking about Ricky Starks NXT arrival, shaking things up. You guys let me know what you think of Ricky Starks making the unexpected arrival in NXT. Soon to be able to pop up, guys. You already know what it is. It's OUT.